Welcome, Knuckle Up fans, to another wonderful installment of our fantastic and prestigious Knuckle Up Knockout of the Week award, hosted by yours truly, Mike Orr, and my co-host Cedric Ben. Happy Thanksgiving to all the people out there who are enjoying some turkey today and some football, like we all must do on these days.
Turkey, football, and knockouts.
That's it. Turkey, football, and knockouts. That's how it goes. And what a wonderful weekend of fights. And yeah, man. Honestly, I was very, very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, fight fans, guys, tuning in, watching right now. You know who we're picking. You know who we're picking as our knockout of the week.
Obviously.
You know, it's there is a runner-up who we are going to talk about before, or like after. But let's just go ahead and do it right now. And congratulations to the Gypsy King for his wonderfully placed and well executed demonstration of his skills to knock out Wilder. He really showed that he can truly box. He really showed his skills. Wilder is a bit of a sore loser. I'm not going to lie. I did think that it was going to go the distance. I thought it was going to go all the way to the 12, and I thought Fury was going to take it on points. But you know what? He stopped him. And honestly, guys, what a great fight if you didn't get to see it. Too bad, actually. You know what? You should have saw it. You know, it was the biggest fight card like almost this year. All heavyweights, man. Jared Big Baby Anderson was on there. You know, we had a big card, man. It was good. It was very good. Tyson Fury, congratulations. You're our Knuckle Up Knockout of the Week champion. Congratulations. What a wonderful performance. Way to come back, man. He got dropped. You know, it was a pretty good back and forth. I don't know about you, bud, but Wilder looks like he's standing on toothpicks, man. He's got no legs.
You know what it kind of looks like? I'm not even like trying to be funny, but it honestly looks like those I don't know if it's a doll, but it's kind of like a balloon. It's bigger at the bottom and it kind of goes closer at the top, and like they just blow over, and no matter how much you knock them, they always come back to the middle. Like it seems like his upper body is so heavy for his legs. Like anytime he gets hit, it goes like his whole upper body shifts whatever direction that he gets hit in. He comes back to the middle. Anyways, specifically about the fight, I like the way that Wilder started with the jabs and the jabbing to the body to very unorthodox style. They were pushing Fury back. That specific punch right there, that's something that Mayweather kind of became made popular. Kind of the stab jab, and Andre Ward used to do it a lot too. It's mainly when your opponent is coming forward and you just do that to stop them in their tracks. Wilder was doing it as he was coming forward, and it was effective for the first couple of rounds.
Kind of using it like a step jab almost.
Yes. Just to get your opponent more thinking to, drop their hands a little bit and not really, to get their hands to drop a little bit. So he did have success at the beginning, and then I believe it was that third round when Fury dropped him, and I was like, oh boy, third round, you're gonna go out in the third round like this, boom, boom, and then the fourth round comes and Wilder, bang, and then
it was pretty back and forth last night, man.
And remember I said I predicted even if Fury was winning the fight later on, you always have to be careful. I forget which round it was, either the 8th or 9th round, where Wilder actually he hurt Fury again. It was the last part of the round. I didn't even realize how hurt Fury was until I saw the replay, and you did see him kind of wobble a little bit. But hey, one thing that was definitely established, that Fury has one of the toughest chins in the history of boxing. It was already established that Deontay Wilder is one of the hardest punchers in the history of boxing. Just for that factor alone, how he got up twice from getting knocked down twice. Fury has to be considered as having one of the toughest chins in the history of boxing. There's not too many people on the face of earth that would be getting up from Wilder's right hands. Like
You know what? I definitely jump on board with that statement. 100%, man. He's got a chin. He's got a chin of granite for sure.
and then the
Uh,
boxing, and then the mental strength that it takes. He got he didn't get it wasn't just a flash lockdown. He was hurt, like he
yeah,
almost
man.
could have got counted out.
Yeah,
And then later on, it looked like when you fight later on in the fight, like as if that didn't even happen before.
yeah.
That takes mental strength, man. Like he
Oh,
was
yes.
bouncing on his toes. He's still using his fakes and jabbing out there, um, ducking under, making him miss. Like that's the other thing that makes you tired when you throw power punches. Hitting something is not as tiring as when you throw power and you completely miss.
Yeah.
That drains your energy
Oh yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Um,
Swinging for the fences, man.
yes. So
That's a lot of energy. I
so
noticed in
one.
that fight. I noticed in that fight that Wilder was a little bit gassed by the third
Yes.
round.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He was breathing a little heavy. He still stuck to his game plan. He still used the jab, but it was only used until he was dropped. When he went down, he kind of resorted back to his old ways and just
Mhm.
jumping around the ring with
For
that right already loaded up.
for
But
some fighters,
I,
that statement that Mike Tyson said, as soon as you get hit, you go right back. You got a game plan. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. As soon as you get hit, boom, you're going right back to just what you know. That is 100% true. For some fighters, there's other fighters that can adjust and use those adjustments in that fight. Unfortunately, Wilder wasn't able to maintain the adjustments that he made at the
no,
beginning.
he wasn't. And honestly and truthfully, man, I'm a firm believer in no, don't skip leg day. You know what I mean? You can't skip leg day, guys, because in those later rounds, when your arms are tired and you're huffing and puffing, your legs are what's going to generate that power in your hips to make
Mhm,
sure that that power stays in that punch.
mhm,
So skipping leg day, sure you don't like it, you might not be able to walk the next day, but suck it up, Buttercup, because honestly and truthfully, without legs, you got nothing on your punches, man.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
on your punches. By halfway through that fight, Wilder had nothing left. Wilder had nothing left in those punches, man. You might as well have been swinging a fly swatter.
Well, no, not necessarily, because remember I said he did in one of those later rounds. He did hurt Fury in in
He
in,
did. He
in
did.
later part of the round,
I
and
believe it
Fury
was what the eighth. I believe
it
it was the
was
eighth round.
yes, exactly, eighth or ninth, and again, Wilder is one of those guys that even if you're winning the fight, you still
You
always
can't
have to
count him
be
out.
careful. So
Which we're gonna talk about in a few
yeah,
minutes about winning a
no,
fight and
yeah,
not winning it all the way.
we'll finish up on this now, but
Yeah.
even though it was clear that he was gassed, and one thing that I should have took into more consideration when speaking about my predictions for the fight is that I did hear a while ago from Wilder himself that he does not like to work on his cardio, or he doesn't like to run for his cardio. I know it's an unfortunate part of the sport as part of the training, especially for the heavyweights.
Unless you're a kettlebell master, that's the only way you don't run.
I'm
Because
just saying.
kettlebell is like a 30-minute workout is like the equivalent of running 10K. But if you're not lifting kettlebell, then you got to get your ass out on that street and hit that pavement and go for a run, boys.
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah, yeah.
I'm a big guy. I'm not saying that I can go and hit them streets and go for a run, but I'm saying, listen, guys, it's part of the training. You're listening
Hmm.
to the strength and conditioning coach here right
Hmm.
now, Mr. Cedric Ben. He knows what the hell he's
Exactly.
talking about, guys. So when he tells you that running is a big part of your game, it better be a big part of your game.
It's an important, no matter what your strongest part of your game is, whether it's you can have the a very high skill level, but if your gas tank is not there, then you're not going to be able to display that skill level. At the same time, it works the other way around. You can be conditioned enough to run three full marathons in a row and be good, but if you don't know how to keep your hands up properly, none of that shit matters. So you need
Yep,
that equal balance of both. You need that equal
you
balance
you
of
do
both. So
you do.
Wilder has that, when it comes to, you know, video game stats, Wilder's power is at 100, over
Yeah.
100, but his cardio is like at 60.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
those have to
Yeah.
even out,
Yeah.
not even out.
Somebody put all the attribute points in the wrong place.
Well, no, no, the power. When you want that
Yeah, no,
power,
no,
but you need
they should have evenly done it, man. Come on, we've all played all these boxing games. We know how it works, man. You don't just load your power up because then you go there swing and then you're tired. Come on, guys, we know this shit, man. We know this shit already. Honestly, Gypsy King came through.
Yes,
Tyson
he
Fury,
did. Yes, he
congratulations. He
did.
partied it up with Aoki last night in the
Did he?
club. You know what? Congratulations. Enjoy your win. Enjoy your 50 million. And
Whew. Is that what was the purses for both guys?
payouts were projected to be 50 and 40 million.
For a half an hour of work.
Right? Right?
For a half
But
an
you know
hour
what?
of work.
Honestly, I was expecting the FA and Jogba fight to maybe steal the show last night. I was very, it wasn't what I thought it
Shout
was
out,
going to be.
time out. I gotta make sure I give a shout out to my boy Randy. He called it before the fight. He called Mr. Sanchez. He said a lot of people are sleeping on Sanchez. He's not sure why.
No,
And he
he's good.
told
He's
me
fast, man. He's
he
fast.
but I just got to make sure I acknowledge that because
Yeah.
he did call that out. He called out the Sanchez win long before.